the chat wrong? I thought I changed it. There we go. There we go. All better now. Alright, okay. Ah! It's still... It's weird. Oh well. Hello, Hachi. Ba 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 ba. Welcome. I've got the capture thing working for now. So hopefully things will be better. I went ahead. I got started doing some of the rough line art stuff. Sorry, people keep talking. Shut up. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, it's okay. It's back to normal now. Cool. I was scared that the chat was gonna be goofed up the whole time. Shush, shush, shush. Everybody, shut up. It's a little blurry. It's a little blurry right now, but it's fine. It'll go back to normal every so often. So yeah, I've just been. Oh my god, it's so. Ew, so crunchy right now. Oh, whatever. That just means you won't be able to see like the really tiny details. That's okay. Anyways, I wanted to see like just how far we'd get. I don't know if, I mean, it probably won't be finishing the whole piece tonight, but I want to at least like get to like the line art stage, maybe coloring if we're lucky. Oof. I just cannot get... I always have such a tough time with the eyelashes. Don't know why. Yeah, this is a continuation from the last drawing event, so I've got everybody in little Halloween costumes. I've heard that Leo's going to be doing Halloween costumes for everybody too, and that's okay. You know, I'm fine with it. If she wants to do something a little bit different, that's okay too. I mean, I didn't ask anybody what they wanted their costumes to be, except for Blythe. She just told me. She just told me. She was like, "Oh, for Halloween, I want my character's costume to be a witch." And I was like, "Okay." Like we weren't even like talking about Halloween costumes or anything. She just kind of like told me, and I was like, "Okay." Alright, making my life easy. I can't decide if I want like the extra eyelash line to be connected or not. I don't know. I can't tell. I'll leave it like this for now, and then we can always change it later. I think I just gotta get this eyelash a bit thicker. I'm trying to be more experimental with my style. I'm trying to, you know, incorporate different elements. That's just the thing that I do. Whenever I'm on like Instagram or Twitter or what have you, I'll see other artists, like I'll see other works, and I'll be like, oh, I like this aspect of their work. I'm going to use it in the next piece that I draw. See how I like it. It's not stealing. I'm taking inspiration of how they do things. Or like sometimes I'll use like I'll follow along in like if they do like a speed draw thing, I'll like follow along with their methods. Yeah, little ghosty bee. Alright, time for the eyeball. So for this, I'm trying to do like a sort of like pseudo like 2000s manga style. I haven't flipped the canvas yet, mostly because I'm too scared. I'm scared of what it'll look like when I flip the canvas. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay today. I got more material for my from my IRL Halloween costume this year. It's pretty fun. But so I went to a Spirit Halloween today. I went there with Mama V. We were just like running some errands and whatnot. And so you know we were looking at some of the stuff they had. They had pretty much like more of the same old. I've seen most of their new animatronics. Every year, like around like September, like early September, like late August, I get videos on like TikTok and stuff of like the new Spirit Halloween animatronics. It knows what I like. So I wasn't too surprised to see the animatronics they had there. Though one of the animatronics did scare Mama V a bit. It was like a bat or something. It like popped out and made like a loud sound. I heard the sound, so I knew that something was going to pop out. That's why I didn't really get scared. I maybe like flinched a little bit, but I heard it coming a mile away. Can't pull a fast one on me, no sir, no sir. I know all the tricks those animatronics have. I'm no cheap shot. I'm no cheap mark. Nuh-uh, not me. But I also saw, oh my gosh, I saw that they had a Laughing Jack mask. I was so surprised. I have not seen anything Laughing Jack since like 2015. Also, I think the creator was like outed as being someone who is not very appropriate with children. I don't know if I can say exactly what. I don't know like the full context of the situation, so I don't wanna make any claims. I was just surprised. I was so surprised to see something like that at a Spirit Halloween, at like a mainstream Halloween store. Like I remember like as a kid in the creepypasta fandom back in like 2013 and stuff, I would have killed to see more than just like Slenderman costumes in Halloween stores. I made my own Marble Hornets costume one year for Halloween. I did Tim or Masky. Absolutely nobody knew what it was, but that's okay because I knew. I knew. And all of my 2 friends who had also seen Marble Hornets knew what it was. So, well, I mean, I had more. Okay, that did not come out the way I wanted. I did have more than 2 friends. It's just not very many of them had actually seen Marble Hornets. Not me. Not me though. It's been a long time since I've seen it though. It's pretty dry and it's got a bit of a slow start, so you know, I don't blame people for not being into it. Also it's kind of cheesy. It's a little bit corny, just a little bit. But yeah, like the beginning part of Marble Hornets, it's really slow. It's really slow. But I enjoy it. Or at least I enjoyed it back when I watched it in like middle school. Also, it's hard with Marble Hornets. You can't really just like watch the YouTube videos because there's more to it than that. You also have to like be in the know with like the other YouTube channels and the Twitter and like all the shenanigans that went on during the whole everything while it was running. That's why it's really hard to follow ARGs once they've finished. Cause you don't get the full experience of being there while the spooky is happening, you know? It's like with the Sun Vanished. I enjoyed that one. I can't remember if they actually like finished it or if they're coming out with like the final part sometime. I don't know. I didn't totally keep up with it, to be honest. What I was surprised that I didn't see any like Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. I was a little bit surprised about that, since like the movie's coming out and whatnot. Guess kids just aren't as into Freddy anymore. That's okay. That's alright. But apparently they're into Laughing Jack. Okay. Okay, sure. I am absolutely dreading the day that stuff that was popular, like the stories that were popular back then, become mainstream. With like Gen Alpha or whatever. I am not ready for it. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for resurgence. I can't do it. I mean, we've already lost the back rooms. What's next? What's next? We've already lost the back rooms to the 4 a.m. YouTube kids content. Please don't make these already not very good stories even worse. I know, right? I was just saying, I was at a Spirit Halloween store and they had a Laughing Jack mask, and I was like, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way that kids these days know who that is. I'll have to ask my little cousins the next time I see them if they know who that is. I have to keep them safe. I have to keep them safe. I have to keep them from falling down the same hole that ruined me all those years ago. Though they might be a little bit young. They might be a little too young for internet horror. They probably know about like Herobrine. Maybe. I will be astounded if they had never heard of Herobrine. Cause they are like they're super into Minecraft. And I don't wanna feel old. I don't wanna feel old. I mean, like, I think the oldest one is like 9 or something. I'm not good with ages. Well, I mean, that was about the age that I started to like be interested. Well, yeah, I'd say like 10, 11 is like the age that I started getting into like horror stuff. Should I? Maybe not. But did I? Yes. Higurashi was like the second anime that I ever watched, so, you know, it runs deep with me. The first anime I ever saw was Cardcaptor Sakura, so, you know, not all hope was lost for me. Not right off the bat. It's just because I wanted to seem like edgy and cool, so I was like, give me like the scariest horror anime they've got. I don't know if I would consider Higurashi to be the scariest. It's got a good story. A little bit confusing, but it's a good story. It gets a little confusing with all the like time travel stuff and whatnot. Yeah, right. That's why like FNAF got really popular, cause like, you know, PewDiePie and Markiplier would play it, and you know that's like pretty much like baby's first horror game. It's like I think if I were to show like younger children like any horror movie to be like their first step into like probably like Monster House or the Scary Stories to Tell in a Dark movie. Those ones I feel like they're not like baby movies, but you know, they could probably give a kid at least like some kind of nightmares. Not like horrific. It's not like traumatizing. It's not like showing a small child Nightmare on Elm Street, but you know, it's just like, it's just scary enough. It'll probably, if I showed them Monster House, it would probably make them scared of mocap, which I feel like most people are afraid of mocap. At least the Robert Zemeckis mocap. show them the Christmas Carol. That movie is terrifying. That's like the scariest Christmas movie ever. I saw that when I was like 8 years old or something, and it was terrifying to me. Like with the ghost of Christmas Present and like the starving children or whatever the heck. That was scary. That was legitimately scary. I don't know what they were thinking with that movie. Like it was legitimately horrifying. And the mocap did not help. Okay, I need an opinion. I need an opinion from you guys. I'm thinking about changing this necktie to a bow tie because so I looked up pictures of like the stage outfits for Phantom of the Opera, and he wears a bow tie. So do you guys think, do you guys like this necktie better, or should I have it be a bow tie? Cause I'm not sure anymore. I mean, I do like this just because I like the ruffles, but you know, I don't know. Just, tell me what you guys think. Cause I'm bad at decision making. We're liking the necktie so far. All right. I like it too. I'm not sure. I mean, it's pretty. The mask itself is just pretty recognizable. Hey, you know what? I've got an idea. Hold on. Wait, how do I? Let's do a poll. Necktie or bow? Okay. I'm putting a poll, so vote on your smartphones now. Should I do a necktie or a bow tie? Oof, I'll have to reposition it anyways. Maybe. But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff planned this October. Yeah. I've got some fun stuff planned. I want to do before actual Halloween, I want to do my annual watch along of Scary Godmother. It is my favorite Halloween movie of all time. I love it to pieces. Legit my favorite Halloween movie. For those of you who have the unfortunate displeasure of not knowing what Scary Godmother is, it's this like early 2000s made for TV special about the scary godmother, who's like, basically she's like the queen of Halloween, and she throws like a monster party, and this little girl joins in, and it's great, it's great. And her brother is like, he like bullies her into like going into this haunted house where the scary godmother lives. And then like at the end they scare all the friendly monsters end up scaring the kids. Yes, the CGI is so dated, but it's so campy. It's so campy. I love it. I watch it every year. I just remember they started airing it on, like, I can't remember if it was like Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network, but I love it. I love it. I want to be scary godmother when I grow up. I want to have her vibe. I watched that, and I watched like Over the Garden Wall. Which I found a workaround. I found a workaround to watching Over the Garden Wall, since for some reason they took it off of HBO. I'm still upset about that. Ugh, it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy how many of like my favorite shows they have taken off of that service. They took Infinity Train. They took OKKO. And now they've taken Over the Garden Wall. They're taking all the good stuff, man. It's not fair. But yeah, I've learned that they have it on the Internet Archive, so yay. Oh, Internet Archive, is there nothing you can't do? My beloved. I cannot count on my hands how many times the Internet Archive has helped me out with stuff. For like personal use and for the channel. It's a godsend, for real. People just don't understand. People who say, "Oh, but you're pirating this stuff." They don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get it. Okay. The girls who get it, and the girls who don't. That's all I'm saying. I know you could watch it on Hulu, but I don't want to get a Hulu subscription. I don't care. I'm not doing it. We've got so many. There's so many like subscription stuff. I can't just do a. I can't do a subscription to every single streaming service just because they have a show that I like. No. Forget about it. Yeah, I guess we're going with a bow tie. Oh, there's a squirrel outside. Hello, little squirrel. Oh my gosh, my cat today. So I had my one cat eating his food in my room, and so I closed the door to keep the other cat out. And so I was using I had my phone, like I wanted to like record to see where the other cat was, because sometimes he'll just like start scratching at my door, and I don't want him to be scratching at the door, because it ruins the wood and stuff. So I just wanted to see like where he was. And he started to like just like smack my phone around, and he like grabbed it and he pulled it out. He pulled it out of my hands. And I was like, "No, my phone! Give it back!" And I was like, "Push it back under the door." And he did. And he did. He pushed it back under the door for me. I was like, "Oh, thank you." He's so silly. Such a silly little cat. Silly little big cat. That's what I call him. Ugh, this arm is not looking the way that I want it to. I guess, ooh, I can make the sleeve kind of puffy at the wrist. That makes sense, actually. I don't know if it's accurate to the actual Phantom costume, but I don't care. Here we go. Not bad, not bad. It's a little. The wrist, the sleeve looks a little piratey, but that's okay. It's all right. It doesn't need to be perfect. In the wise words of Hannah Montana, nobody's perfect. I gotta learn it again and again till I get it right. Alright, guess I should start working on this bow tie. Oh yeah, so like I was saying the other day, so I finished watching. I've gotten myself completely caught up. I'm gonna end the poll now. Thank you. I gotten fully caught up with Adventure Time now. Because I've been watching the Fiona and Cake series. It's really good. I've been enjoying it a lot. I always really enjoyed the Fiona and Cake episodes in Adventure Time, so it's nice to see them finally being like main characters for real this time. But there was some lore stuff, and like I had seen all of Adventure Time prior to it, except for Distant Lands. I hadn't seen that. But like there was some. It had been a while, so there was some like lore stuff that I couldn't really remember. And I'm not gonna lie, I did watch Distant Lands for this time, and not gonna lie, I cried a little bit. I cried a little bit during the episode with Finn and Jake. Oh my gosh. It's kind of embarrassing, but it was really sweet and sad. I really like how mature the show can be, in the fact that like the characters, they're mortal, you know. They, even though they're cartoon characters, you know, they die eventually, and that's a real thing that happens. That, you know, everybody's gonna have to deal with at some point in their life. But it had a really sweet ending, so. Yes, the Fiona and Cake series. It's on HBO. It's really fun, and it fits super well into the lore. I won't spoil it. I won't spoil it, just in case, you know, people want to see it. But it, trust me, as somebody who has like just finished rewatching the entire series, it fits so perfectly into the lore. I personally consider it canon. That's like the thing. That's the thing about like reboots and spin-offs of shows. Like if it's not very good, you can just like consider it not canon, you know. That's what I was thinking, like with the Clone High reboot, because there was like a lot of people who were like, oh, it's really bad, it's not as good as the original, and I'm like, well then just don't watch it, and you know, don't take it as canon. There's no law that says that you have to take every single part of a series as canon. Let your inner fangirl live. But I personally definitely perceive Fiona and Cake to be canon. Also, there's more bubbly, which I just love them together. I love them together. I don't care if it's them as girls or as guys. I just love them together. They're super cute. I love a good enemies to friends to lovers, you know? And also Marceline's outfits in the vampire apocalypse universe they go to. They're so good. They're so good. For real future costume inspo. 100%. That doesn't look right. Ugh, I struggle so much drawing male pelvises. It's so hard. Or at least it's hard for me. I know I'm not the only person who like mostly draws girls and, you know, has a hard time drawing guys, or like vice versa. I see that's a common thing, but I'm trying to draw more variety. I'm trying to get better. It's especially hard because, like, whenever you look up, like, male anatomy references, it's always, like, buff macho guys. Like, no! That's not what I need! I just want either, like, a guy with like average build or like small like twink body type, you know? Those are the main two guys that I draw. I'm not trying to draw JoJo characters, okay? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. That was the bad thing. That was the bad thing about my JoJo phase, is that I could not draw buff men. And it's really tough when like the majority of characters from the series are buff men. But you know what? You know what? It is what it is. This other leg is just giving me a really hard time. I also don't know. I don't know how the pants. Like, honestly, I didn't really look at the pants when I was looking up reference images, so I don't know what kind of pants he wears, like in the shows and whatnot. So I just gotta take my best guess. I was too busy like looking at what kind of neckwear he has. I don't know. I would still say that like characters in like Part 5, they're buffer than most anime men. Even like Part 5 and onward. They've got more muscle than your average anime guy. Okay. I'm gonna do myself last. Hello, welcome. Alright, okay. Ooh, that was bad. I'm thankful Meguro has pretty easy hair to draw. Especially since it's just one piece. So I don't have to worry about like drawing all the individual strands and everything. Whew, I've been having tummy troubles lately. I'm not sure why. Like it started last week, and I've had tummy troubles like pretty much my whole life, but you know I've been doing better because I've been eating like more healthy, and I've been taking like probiotics and stuff. But I don't know. I don't think it was. I'm not sure if it was like something that I ate or you know or what. But man, I was having some serious tummy troubles today. It's not cramps. It's not that. I know that's for certain. If it it was, I would know. Okay. Oof. Screws. They're so hard to draw. I'm not entirely sure how they look. It's okay. It's alright. We're gonna do our best. They go in like a sort of like spiral motion. Right? Okay, alright, alright. That's not bad. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. There you go. Yeah. Give her ear. I really wasn't sure like what kind of outfit to give her. Because like with Frankenstein's monster, the outfit is not really the important part. Like even in like even with like the movie, you know, like the movie like posters, it's just like of his head. You know? So I kinda went more the route of like the Bride of Frankenstein and like gave her a dress. Why not have the best of both worlds, you know? Alright. The difficult part. I was gonna say my least favorite part, but not really. Not exactly my least favorite. My least favorite is like all the cleanup and stuff. Ugh, and like making sure all the line widths are good. Mm. Maybe I need like an assistant, like what manga artists do. You know, they do like the rough sketches and stuff, and then they have their assistants do the cleanup. self-made bee. I do all my own stunts. Also, my throat's not as sore as it was the other day. So yeah, maybe all that tea I've been drinking has helped. Like I've been avoiding like drinking any like non-water liquids. Like I haven't drank very much milk. I don't usually drink soda. So my only other option really has just been water. The way I do have some apple cider now. Regular apple cider, not like not hard apple cider, you know. I don't really like the taste of alcohol. It's just not for me. I never have. I'm not sure if I ever will. It's just like with tomatoes. I've just never liked them. No matter how old I got. Because there's been like some things that like I didn't like when I was a kid, but as I got older, I started to like them. Like sushi. When I was a kid, I really didn't like sushi. And now, like, as I got older, I really started to like it. And now it's like one of my favorite foods. But, you know, tomatoes just haven't been one of those for me. Or onions. Like, okay, I have a complicated relationship with onions. I'm alright with eating onions when they're like really finely sliced and like put into different foods. But like whole like slices of onion, not for me. Except for green onions. I do like green onions. But that's it. Oh, I gotta do. Oh, there we go. There we go. That usually does the trick. Alright, I'm going to be lazy. Because I don't like drawing the little eyelashes. We're just gonna copy and paste it. Shh! No one has to know. It's okay. It's alright. No one has to know. Oh, my chair got shifted over too much. Which, speaking of like drinks and stuff, I probably should have brought a drink here. Oof. Man. I was going to, but I ended up drinking all of the water. So there's no more water ever. I drank all of the water. No water for you. It's mine. No, I can't stop thinking. I can't stop thinking of that meme where it's like the guy like it's got like a straw in the ocean, like drinking the water, and then it's got like the water, like all the water on Earth, like slowly depleting. That's me. Oh, oh, am I gonna sneeze? Nope, went away. It always goes away. It's because I think about it. I start to sneeze and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to sneeze, and then it goes away. Let's see. Does that look okay? Oh my gosh, you scared me. What do you want? Get out of here. Get out of here. Alright. Ugh, that's bad. Okay. The models are doing good. I'm working on them still. I took a little bit of a break to focus on other things, but yeah, still doing good. I'm trying to make sure that for like re-debuts and stuff, I have like I'm trying to give everybody like plenty of time to like have everything together and like be ready, so it can be as smooth as possible, you know? That's why I'm not giving like any date just yet, especially since I haven't even finished the models yet. Probably it'll probably happen like maybe like early next year, probably. Yeah, as scuff free as possible. Because our first debuts, they were pretty scuff, but it's okay. It's alright. In the famous words of Hannah Montana, nobody's perfect. You live and you learn it. And when I mess it up sometimes, nobody's perfect. I've also got to get like marketing stuff together. Oof. That's the hard part. That's the hard part, really, is marketing everything. Getting it all together is the easy stuff. Especially since, like, it's just re-debuts, so it's not like we have to find, like, new talents or whatever. It's just us. But better. And this time, we'll all debut together. So it'll probably be like a 2-day event. Oh, that scared me for a second. The line art wasn't working. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, that's my background. Why do you do that? It keeps on like... It can't be out of battery. I literally charged it before I got started. Hold on. Let me check. It better not be. Yeah, no, it's like mostly charged. What the heck? Yeah, we did for our first debuts. We did a YouTube ad. It wasn't too bad. I mean, we only did it for like a week, so it wasn't super. It wasn't like super expensive. But we also did like a Twitter ad. We also got one of those VTuber news YouTube channels, Kyo, to, I think that's how you say his name. But we got him to sponsor us. He's really nice. I was a little bit anxious talking to him for the first time, but he's a pretty nice guy. But that's just you know newbie jitters. And also because I had some negative experiences with other VTuber news stuff. I'm not naming names. And it wasn't even that VTuber's fault. You know, it was their community. So when we were hosting auditions, I made a post in like a bunch of different like Discord servers, and like some of them were just like really harsh. And like honestly, I get it because there's a lot of like fake VTuber agencies that just want to, you know, like scam people. And you know, we were new no name girls. sorry Love Live reference. And so it's like, you know, honestly there were some red flags. I mean, it's because like I couldn't really like expose myself as like the president just yet. So like I understand why those people were very skeptical, but you know, they were still pretty harsh, and so, you know, it had a very negative impact on me. So like, you know, I don't blame any of the people in that group chat. I don't blame the VTuber who owned that group chat, you know, like no hate to anybody. It was just, you know, and honestly like it's not even a bad thing that they were mean to me, because like how would they know, right? How would they know that, you know, this was that, you know, it's a legitimate thing that I was doing, you know? And I think that it's nice that, you know, people are looking out for other VTubers to make sure that they're not like falling for scams and whatnot, and, you know, auditioning for fake agencies to take advantage of them. I don't like to think I'm taking advantage of any of them. I sure hope I'm not. I pay them when they get like donations and stuff. I mean, we don't have AdSense or like what are they called? Memberships. We don't have memberships yet. But when the time does come, they get a fair share. But you know, like that's in the past. And the future is bright. So, yeah. We'll just have to see where the next chapter takes us. I want us to get a little more recognition though before I start doing new auditions. Also, I am after 2.0s, I'm gonna take a break from making more VTuber stuff. Cause oh my gosh, it's a lot of work. It really is. It's a lot of work. Making like VTuber models is no joke. It is really hard. A lot of people are like, oh, why do people charge like $1,000 to make live 2D models? I can just do that myself. And it's like, you probably could do it yourself, but it's gonna be expensive and also probably not very good, because live 2D is a skill just like any other kind of artwork. Like, I mean, you could look at like Michelangelo's David and be like, I could make that myself, and then, you know, like go out and like start like carving marble. Sure, you could probably do it, but are you going to make Michelangelo's David your first try? Probably not. unless it's like that episode of SpongeBob. Just erase a few details and then there you go, perfect circle. Like especially if you have like a really complicated if you have like a lot of stuff that you want for your model, it can, yeah, it'll probably cost you extra. Like I've seen some VTubers where they have like a whole like other model form. Now granted, those ones, I think those ones, they just rig it themselves, which is, you know, that's always cool. But like, if you want something like that, you're probably gonna have to pay a little extra to do that. And also, live 3D it's kind of expensive. It's like, what, like $90-ish a year? I don't remember, but it's an expensive program. So it's not like you're paying for like just the model, the artist, so that they can like actually afford to be like doing this as a job. But the new models look really nice. Not to brag, but they're a lot more fluid than this. See, like if I just a little teaser for you. So if I were to move my head this way, our new model, it goes, the like cheek, it moves a lot further, so it looks more dynamic, like with head movements, and also like the up and down. I made like the up and down head movements look a lot more they look a lot more like I'm looking up and down. I'll just say it like that. But yeah, I'm really excited. And the most important thing is that everybody everybody who's going to be using their models really likes them. So, you know, that's my bottom line. I don't care about you guys. Screw you guys. I'm kidding. But yeah, it's, you know, I feel like it's more important that the actual VTubers like their model than the audience, because like they're the streamer, you know. If they're like making content with something that they don't like or don't feel represents them, it's not gonna be fun, you know. And that's why all of us do this, is, you know, because it's fun and we have fun. And also to make money, but that's besides the point. Ah, I got corn stuck in my teeth. I had corn on the cob today. Oh, it's so nice to be able to eat corn on the cob again. Because not too long ago I had braces. It's awful. I couldn't eat corn on the cob. I couldn't eat like chicken wings. I love a good chicken wing. I like some good wings. So I'm really picky. I'm really picky about pizza places, because with like pizza place, like pizzeria chicken wings, they're either like the best, like most juicy wings you will ever eat, or they are like, it's like eating styrofoam. There's no in between. You are either eating the best chicken of your life, or you are eating styrofoam. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't like to eat styrofoam. I don't care how delectable it looks. I'm sure there's someone out there who likes to eat styrofoam. Like on My Strange Addictions or something. They are. They really are. My aunt has braces now, and she's like, she's lost a lot of weight because of it. I'm like, honestly, you know, good for you, losing weight. But I don't think she has to wear them for as long as I did. I had to wear them for like a year-ish. Yeah, about like a year and a half. Ugh, got hiccups. Whew, I am not a fish. That's my trick to getting rid of hiccups. It works. See, and now they're gone. But yeah, now I'm really happy. I'm really happy to have them off. It's kind of funny because so like I already look like really young, and we were going to start doing like auditions and like video interviews like a few months after I had gotten them off. I didn't know that I was going to get them off when I did, so I was really worried that I was going to have to do interviews with braces, and like I was so scared that people were going to think that I was like a 12-year-old running a VTuber agency. I mean, I still look really young, but I at least didn't have braces, so... I just made sure to wear makeup because makeup is like lying, but with your face. And they never knew. You have some x-rays of my teeth. Maybe I'll have to show them on stream. Ooh. I've got some x-rays from before I got them off. Yeah, actually, I do have to get my wisdom teeth removed eventually. I don't think they've fully like grown in yet, but it turns out I only have 3 wisdom teeth instead of 4, so hey, one less tooth I gotta get removed. I really don't want to because I know that my mother is going to record me saying some goofy stuff. She probably won't post them, but I know she's gonna record me and she's gonna show it to all of my family and be like, "Oh, look what BBB said when she when she had like the drug stuff when she was getting her wisdom teeth removed," and I'm gonna feel really embarrassed. So, you know, I guess it is what it is. If I didn't have to, I wouldn't get them removed, but every dentist tells me that I'm going to have to, so. Oof, that sounds really tragic. Yeah, thankfully for me, nothing really bad ever happened to my teeth while I had braces. Like, I was a good egg. I, for the most part, followed like the instructions of the orthodontist. Except for popcorn, I did eat popcorn, but other than that, like I didn't eat like gummy stuff. I didn't eat caramel, even though I really wanted to eat caramel. I just, you know, I stayed away from the foods that they told me not to eat because I knew that it would just prolong my misery. But yeah. That sucks, and I hope that your teeth are better. They have baby wisdom teeth? That's a thing? I thought it was only like adult teeth. Or are you saying like you have baby teeth and wisdom teeth? I might have just been goofy to myself. Yeah, I had baby teeth for a really long time. Ooh, ow. Sounds like the one like shock video of the kid that like tried to dive off a cliff and ended up like hitting his face on the rock below, and like had like his face like split open. I never saw that video. I just I've never seen it. I pride myself on the fact that I've never seen any shock video. Ooh! Ooh, that was crunchy. I just know of it because I watch YouTube videos of people talking about those kinds of videos. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel better knowing that I don't have to watch it. I can just hear stuff from other people who have scarred themselves for life. I'm just smart enough to know that when somebody tells you to, like, oh, go and watch this video, you don't watch it, because it's gonna be something horrible. I see. I'm not a dentist, so I don't know too much about teeth. Okay, I'm not gonna cheat my way out of doing this other eye. Just gonna power through it. Okay. I messed up on the one eyelash. Actually, no, I have seen one shock video, and it's not my best decision. I don't want to say it because I know that Mama B is watching this, and I don't want her to. I don't want her to know about that. Let's just say it was an anime thing. And that's all I'll say. It was an anime related one. If you know, you know. I mean, I guess in some ways it's better than a real shock video because nobody in real life got hurt. So, you know. Wow. So like, I like whenever I like I hear the song Funky Town, I know that there's a particularly gruesome video that had that song in the background. So now like when I look at the comments and people are like, oh, I can't listen to this song anymore, I'm just like, haha. That's why I just listen to somebody talk about it instead of watch it. Don't be curious. Don't be curious. It's not... It's... It's probably not one that you would want in your search history. It's not an anime you want to have in your My Anime list. No, it wasn't. Though I have seen Happy Tree Friends, but that's not the one. It's specifically anime, not animated. I was freaked out by Happy Tree Friends as a kid, though. I didn't really watch it until like a little bit later when I was in like my edgy middle schooler phase. If curiosity kills a cat, I'm the cat that minded her own business. Except for that one time, but no. that's okay. Oh no, salad fingers you mean? I love salad fingers. No, it's it's a bit more it's a bit more inappropriate. It's not YouTube friendly. Let's say that. It was not something on YouTube. The last hint that I will give is that I found it through a PewDiePie watch video. And I wanted to know what it was censoring. And that's that was the worst mistake I made. That is the only time I've ever fallen for one of those. PewDiePie led me astray. But yeah, no, I'm a really big fan of David Firth. It's like one of my top favorite online horror animators. Yeah, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. I've regretted my decisions in life. You know, I think I'm gonna give her like little fuzzy like arm cuff things. Yeah, I can say that it was from a PewDiePie video because Mama B doesn't know anything about PewDiePie. Yeah, no, Salad Fingers wasn't it wasn't very traumatic to me. Because by the time that I discovered what Salad Fingers and like what David Firth was like around the time I was like in the creepypasta fandom, so I wasn't too fazed by it. At that point, I was into horror stuff, but yeah, the thing that I watched, it wasn't necessarily scary, but it's not really something that you would want to watch. Though I've also seen Shoujo Tsubaki. That anime is a mess. It's like, yes, it's messed up, but it's also just not very good. Alright, come back to me now. Oh, great. There we go. Oh my gosh, I just remembered the like typography, the typography thing. There was three of them! That's the one and only good thing that came out of it. There was 3 of them! Actually, I do think I've got a pretty good contender for like the scariest anime. In my personal opinion, I'm gonna say Barefoot Gen, because like it's scary because it's based on true events, and it's told from Barefoot Gen is it's a anime film about the bombings of Hiroshima. But the reason why I say that it's the scariest is because not only is it like based on something that really happened, but also it was made by somebody who actually lived it. So it's like it's really detailed and scary. Sorry to change topics like onto something so heavy, but like I was talking earlier about like scary anime, and I think that one probably is the scariest for me. I had to warn my mom. I was like, "Do not ever watch this one. Don't watch this one. It is messed up. It will tear your heart out." Yeah. It's a really tragic story. Like, I mean, it's well made. It's just really, it's tough. Definitely better than Shoujo Tsubaki. But then again, I feel like most anime are better than Shoujo Tsubaki. Oh man, I was doing so good on this hand, and now... I don't know. I think it's okay. But I'm gonna fix this cuff a bit. Like the thing, if you are ever considering watching Shoujo Tsubaki, do yourself a favor and don't. Because like, honestly, it's boring. It's so boring. The only parts of it that aren't boring are like really messed up. So it's like, you know, you might as well just do yourself a favor and like watch something good. At least I thought it was boring. It's like, you know, when you like see like articles on it and stuff. People are like, oh, this is like the world's most messed up anime. It's been banned in like every single country. It's like, yeah, they probably banned it because it was so bad. Oh. But I would recommend Barefoot Gen, but only if you're like, only if you know what you're getting into. Like I probably wouldn't like suggest it to watch like with like friends or whatnot, unless I really hated those friends. Well, then again, I did force Blythe to watch Martyrs, so that's and I like her, so. But you see, Martyrs is fun. It's got fun gore. It might be a torture porn movie, but it's got some pretty fun torture. You don't see very many movies where like characters are like seriously flayed alive. I think that's fun. And you know what? She made me watch a movie where a dead guy like farts his way across the ocean. So, you know, I think we're pretty even. I'm alright with watching people get their skin taken off. But I draw the line at watching guys fart. Ooh, blah, blah, blah. I haven't heard of Greenbelt, but I do know that that happened for I don't know if I can say the movie's title. People eating incident of mass death. Where like it was done like documentary style, and so like people thought that the actors were like actually dead. I think that also happened for Blair Witch too. So the Blair Witch went really hard with their marketing and like trying to make it seem real. Which I have mixed feelings. I have mixed feelings on that movie. Like, I mean, I do, well, I guess, yeah, I think we're talking about the same movie. I think we're talking about the same movie, I think. C word, H word. I don't know if I can say it. I don't wanna make the YouTube gods angry. But I've got mixed opinions on the Blair Witch. Like I feel like it did really help in like, you know, the evolution of like found footage horror. Though I guess you could also say that like Paranormal Activity is what really, you know, got the ball rolling. But at the same time, the movie itself was kind of I think I just like the advertisement better. I have no idea what I'm doing with this hand. I'm really bad at drawing like hands in like a claw shape. That's why I don't draw very many cat girls. Like I can't do the nya pose, you know. Yeah, when I was a kid, Grandpa B, he used to have like he was really into like Halloween and stuff, and so he would have like Halloween decorations. He would have like he really liked to like scare people. Oh no, Leah's supposed to be a werewolf. I'm just saying like, you know, it's like the cat girl hand pose, you know. But yeah, so Grandpa B, he used to have these like these different like Halloween, these like scary Halloween decorations. And there was one that like to me as like a little baby, like 3 or 4 years old, I thought that it was like some scary like monster looking thing. And then like years later, when I saw photos of that exact day, it was like such a dumb little like rinky dink looking like Halloween prop. I was like, why was I so afraid of that? That and like, oh my gosh, also Grandpa B also had one of those, I don't know if you guys have seen those like timeout dolls where it's supposed to look like a little kid that's like in a corner, like with their like arms covering their face, like they look like they're crying. That Grandpa B had one of those, and it scared me. It scared me so bad. It really freaked me out because like, and it's like those dolls, they're like the size of like regular children. Like it used to be like my size, so I was like, is this like a person? Is this a doll? Is this gonna like come alive at night and moiter me? I don't know, but it really scared me. Or I guess scared isn't the right word. It unsettled me. That's true. That's true. I was definitely scared of some stupid stuff when I was a kid. Yeah, I don't know what they're called. I don't know what they're called. They're like, hold on. Now I've gotta look them up. Hold on. Hold on. I've gotta show you that. I don't remember what they're called. Oh crap! Ah! No! Don't fall. Okay. No, I don't want to go to eBay. Where is it? Window capture. These things, like, they scared me. they just stand there. They just stand there. And they're not like small dolls. They're like look at these. These are like the size of like a regular like human child. It's freaky. It's freaky. I don't like them. But Grandpa B had one. It was like a cheerleader one. Ugh, I hated them. I hated it. Me too. Me too. For some reason, Grandpa B liked to collect, like, he also collected like, I don't know if they were porcelain dolls, but he had like a collection of baby dolls that I was very uncomfortable by. I was never really comfortable with baby dolls. I'm just not a fan of things that are meant to look like humans, that are like regular human height. I don't like it. I'm that way with like wax figures too. I don't like wax figures. Like really realistic ones. Even mannequins sometimes like make me feel uncomfortable. Like if I'm standing right next to one and it's like on the ground but it's taller than me. Well, most things are taller than me, but that's besides the point. I get uncomfortable by those too. But what really sucked was when we were cleaning out my grandparents' old house, was that so we sold off like pretty much all of those dolls. And then like a week later, my dance studio, they were doing like a haunted house event for Halloween, and they were like, oh, if you have any like baby dolls, we could totally use them to like set up a room. And I was like, dang it. the one time we have baby dolls and we just sold them. Very unfortunate, but thankfully they had like a whole bunch of baby dolls there. It was from some dance. I know we used them one year in one of my dances, but I can't imagine them using them very often. And they were kind of sticky. I know this because I was the person who, which sucks for me because like I said, I'm not a big fan of dolls or baby dolls. But I had like one baby doll that I held and I named her Sticky Lola because she was sticky. She was very sticky. I don't know why. I think it's the same reason why Nendoroids get sticky, like when you leave them in their box. I think that just like the plasticizing agent had melted. That's my theory, at least. Because I've had a couple of Nendoroids before that have like they're pretty old and they've been in their box. So they're like the pieces are kind of sticky. Hangs dolls in. I think so. Isn't that like a? I might be thinking of something else, but isn't it like a thing in Mexico? Where like, I think the story was that this guy found the body of like a little girl that had drowned or something, and so she was like carrying a doll, and so he hung the doll up to like remember her by, and so he just started to like hang up dolls and stuff. I know there's also like an island in Japan where they've got like the population is like 100% dolls. There's just like a whole bunch of dolls like all over the island. Wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. That stuff is pretty freaky to me. When I go to Japan, that's definitely one place I will not be visiting. Oh, I almost forgot the cuff on her other hand. Look at me remembering. I remember. I saw someone on Twitter had like posted a picture of like artwork from the Pasta Monsters comic. Oh my god, that unlocked a memory in me. A memory I kind of did not want to have. I don't know how many of you guys are like familiar with that comic. I'm not sure. I don't think that they ever finished it. It was just like a... It was like a creepypasta fan comic. About like Jeff the Killer having a Smile Dog as a pet. Which, I do like that dynamic. I think that's really cute. Of all of the like creepypasta character interaction headcanons, that one's my favorite. I think that's really cute. Yeah, I really want to go to the Cat Island. But I don't think Mama V wants to go, so that's probably gonna be too bad. Like I wanna go to like cat cafes too, but she's like, no, I eat with cats every day. Why do I wanna go to a restaurant and eat near a bunch of stinky cats? And I'm like, you don't understand. You don't understand. It's about the vibe. And also the cats there are like friendlier because they want you to give them attention. Unlike our cats, when I call him over, he just wants to steal my food. I'm like, no, get your own. Well, I don't know. Maybe the cats there want to steal food too, but I feel like cat cafes would have like a policy against giving the cats people food. I also want to go to the town that's got like yokai statues. I'm a huge fan of like mythology and stuff. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not too familiar with it. Oh my gosh, I remember the Clockwork Story. Back in the era where like everybody's like horror OC was like, oh, they're a serial killer. That's it. They're a serial killer, and they've got like some sort of like quirky scar or something. Like I know for Clockworks it was that she has a clock in her. She put a clock in her eye. I don't know if is it a working clock. I don't know. I don't know how that would work if it was a working clock, but it's cool. And I think she also has like face stitches or something. I don't know. They were pretty formulaic. I know I had one as a kid. Except she didn't have like a cool scar. She just had like she had blue hair and pronouns. Yes, basically it was just basically not Jeff the Killer. Definitely not. Oof, my hips. Oof. I'm glad you like it. I like how it's going. Now all that's left is me in my little spooky ghost outfit. Maybe I should have went the Charlie Brown route and did like a bunch of holes on it. I gotta rock. It would be. It just doesn't make sense if she's like. I feel like it would make more sense if she was like a cyborg of some kind. But no, she's just a normal human teenage girl who just like stuck a clock in her eye. But that's having like a clock for an eye. That's definitely like somebody's VTuber design. And if it's not, there you go. There's a freebie. That is 100% something someone out there has as a VTuber persona. Oh man, don't get me started. Don't even get me started on Monster High. Oh my gosh. I was a huge fan of Monster High as a kid. I had like just about every doll. Well, like every like main doll. I didn't collect like every like variant or whatnot. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know the inner workings of Clockwork Creepypasta Woman. Not Clockwork Orange, that's a different thing. That's a different, better written thing. It's a cool character design, but it doesn't make sense like in the context of the story, which I feel is how like most of those characters go. Like, you've got a really fun character design, but why is the main character just like a normal teenager? I don't get it. There's better horror character ideas than a teenager that kills people. I'm just saying. Draw a little mouth hole and the little eye holes. My favorite Monster High character growing up, it's a bit of a toss-up. It's a bit of a toss-up between Claudine and like any of the cat girls. Exactly. That's exactly how those characters always went. Like, come on. Come on. You can do better than that. You can do better. I believe it. The internet, there's so many creative people on the internet. I refuse to believe that the best you can come up with is a tortured soul teenager that just went crazy. Ooh. A lot of those stories ended up becoming like really formulaic. Or like every like video game related one was like, oh, I received a one of my favorite childhood video games, and uh-oh, it's got hyper realistic blood now. What? And the character's got like black eyes. Whoa, that's scary. Like, sorry y'all, but Ben Drowned and NES Godzilla just did it better. Those two were actually like original. They actually did something original with their story. Just saying. The only one that I can think of that like didn't follow that sort of plot was like the Lavender Town Syndrome. That one was fun. That one I like that one. I actually like 100% believed it as a kid. I 100% believe that like listening to the Lavender Town theme at 3 a.m. like with headphones on would make you like have like seizures or whatever. And I feel like I more believed it because I knew of like the thing with like the Porygon episode where like people actually did get seizures from that episode. Though it's really interesting like going back and like seeing that actually a lot of the people that like suffered was just like mass hysteria. Like, yes, there were some kids who had seizures after seeing that episode, but a lot of it was like just kids being like, oh, people are like feeling sick after seeing that episode. Well, now that you mention it, I kind of feel a little bit sick going on too. Kids are just really suggestible. That's the thing. That's why, like one time I listened to the song with headphones on, and you know, because of the suggestibility, I started to like feel a headache coming on. Mass hysteria, right there. There you go. I experienced it firsthand. Did I actually legitimately feel sick? Yes. Was it because of that soundtrack? Probably not. Most likely not. Yeah, I do like the like gaming related stories where they're actually like stories within like that franchise, like with the My Little Pony ones, where like it's not so much like a story about somebody watching the show as it's like a story within the show. I like that. I feel like it leads to more creative ideas like that. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. Or like the one Pokemon story with like Hypno like kidnapping children. I like that. I like that. It's fun. It's spooky. It's weird. My capture's not working. There we go. That's another thing. The last episode stories, oh my goodness. Those ones talk about a dime a dozen story plot. Those sorts of things that would they're so basic. Even I wrote one when I was in like middle school. I wrote when I was, I don't even think I was in middle school. I think I was still in elementary school. I wrote like a Teen Titans last episode creepypasta. Oh my god. I wrote it in class on like 2 sheets of notebook paper. I am so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. You know what? I've said worse things about things happening to children. I'm not beating my child murderer allegations. Like, I'm so disappointed when I swear I could not find the other sheet of notebook paper. If I had, absolutely I would read that. I would do it like the second I found that paper. Cause it was so cringe. It was so cringe. It was so generic. And I'm really sad that I lost the other paper with it. Yeah, let's not forget I was the one who suggested watching Martyrs, where children are horribly abused. So, you know, I am I am not beating my child murder allegations. I'm really not. One of my favorite games is Corpse Party, and the one that I wanted to die the most was the little girl, because she was freaking annoying. She was the worst character. I hated her. And I'm not a fan of the characters that are like, Oni-chan, shut up. Yeah, that's basically how most of those stories go. Just like, oh, I was watching this cartoon show, but now it's spooky. What? Oh, there we go. There's the base line stuff done. This isn't the line art. This is just like the base colors. All right, now for we're gonna do just a little bit of coloring. I use this because I do this because of so like, hold on. I messed up a part. What I do is I usually do my sketching here on Procreate, and then I do like the actual drawing on Clip Studio Paint. Oh, and I forgot my wings. Oopsie. Okay. Whoop. There we go. Wait, there we go. Ah, dang it, and the capture didn't pick it up. Come on, come on. We're almost finished here. You can take it. You're gonna be fine. Also, I gave Blythe a little cat earring. Cause she's a witch. Every witch needs a black cat, you know? Oh my gosh, I'm like so sick of those kinds of theories where it's like, oh, this character was actually in a coma the whole time. I'm like, you could say that about like literally any show. You could do that with anything, and in most cases, there's probably not going to be any evidence that says otherwise. So, okay, I guess they're in a coma. Like, because I was rewatching Adventure Time, I came across the Finn is in a coma theory again, and like after rewatching the whole show, no, he's freaking not. Bro lives a whole life and dies over the span of the entire series. He's not in a coma. Like, I feel like that just, like, it really takes away from, like, all the world building that the writers put into making shows like that. To just be like, well, actually, it's just all of the characters' imagination, so, like, come on. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a fun theory when you haven't heard it like a billion different times for like every single show under the sun. But you know, after the 30th, Johnny Test is in a coma. The whole series theory. It's like, come on, get some new material. I much prefer the more like wholesome theories to the like overly dark theories. I feel like the darker theories are just trying too hard. In my opinion, I feel like they're just trying too hard to be edgy most of the time. But I remember like when I was a kid, like I remember seeing like the My Little Pony theory story where it was like, oh, all the main 6 are actually based on these little girls that died in real life. And then like you look up those girls and they have literally never existed. It's like like okay, yeah, sure. I'm sure they are. Even though also the creator has literally said that the show is based on like the adventures that she came up with when she played with her My Little Pony toys. But yeah, definitely dead kids. That's for sure, 100%. That's what it is. I believe it. Let's see, will this work? Oh my god, it actually did. That's crazy. need to be too perfect. Also, I'm just eyeballing the colors. Or like the theories where it's like, oh, the character was actually on drugs the whole time. It's like, come on, this is just the coma theory, but with extra steps. Be original for once in your life, you hacks. Oh, whoops, I almost said an oopsie daisy. Like there's a reason why people hate the "it was all just a dream" trope. You know? I'm just saying. I did get some water, and I've only drunk like a little bit of it, but now I have to go to the bathroom. But I don't want to leave. I want to get this done. But I can't because it's not good. It's not good for me, and you know, I keep on having tummy troubles. So I probably should just go, but I can't. I can't stop now. I'm too lost in the sauce. No. No, that's not what I meant to do. Oh crap. I forgot. Hold on, wait. It's a good thing. It's a good thing I've got all their files. Okay. I forgot for a second which side was which color for Blythe. I almost forgore. But I didn't. But she didn't. And then pink. Oh my goodness. Stop doing that. Alright, there we go. also have been well, I'm like I basically finished the series, but I also was rewatching this one low budget horse girl show, Horseland. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's it's very nostalgic, but like man, it's got some interesting messaging. Like there's one episode where like these two like rich girls are just straight up racist to this Native American girl. Like, oh my god. Like just point blank, they're just like saying the most offensive things to her. Like I mean like not like slurs or anything, but they're like, oh, why do they call you Indians when you're not from India? And she's like, it's because we're called Native Americans. Like, oh my god, how? That kind of episode would not happen today. And there's straight up an episode where a horse gets an eating disorder. Like the horse is like, oh, I'm getting fat, I should just stop eating. Like, there's no way this is real. How did this air? And I mean, like, yes, you can have like you can have a children's show that talks about these like really heavy issues, but the execution in Horseland is not very good. Like, I'm not sure if I can like really go into details, but you know, it's just they gave a horse an eating disorder. I feel like that just speaks for itself. On how seriously they take these like really tough, heavy topics. It's just like, dang, I did not remember the show being like this. It's like I used to have like the show on like DVD, and I would have like I had like toys of some of the different horses. It's like, dang, they really had the two racist girls pull up. Well, actually, we're like 1/64th Navajo princess thing, and it's like, oh my gosh, that does not excuse you saying like really bad stuff to this girl. like, oh my god. How on earth did a show like that air? There was one episode that made me cry a little bit. There was like an episode where one of the girls had like a pet cat that was really old and, you know, like it couldn't hear or anything. And like the cat, like, eventually it was like, I'm gonna go out for a walk, and then it just straight up dies. It was really sad. And it's like, it's about like the girl who owned the cat, like, you know, like dealing with her grief. And it made me really sad, and I did cry a little bit, just a little bit. Though not as much as I cried during the one Adventure Time episode. Which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Yeah, the episode with the episode with like the girls being racist to the girl, like, the thing is, they never really, they don't get like reprimanded or anything, besides their friends being like, hey, that's not very nice. Like, they don't receive like any consequences for like saying these terrible things to her and like about her culture. Like, I mean, they don't, they're like mean girls, so like they're not saying that it's a good thing to like say to people, but at the same time, you know, they're not, they don't receive like any comeuppance for treating her that way. So it's like, it's really tough. It's really tough. And it's a hard issue. That sort of thing it's a hard issue. Not every show can tackle it. Not every show should tackle something like that. And Horseland, I feel like, is not the show to have had something like that. A show about girls with talking horses. That's not the. I don't think that's the best show to be talking about like racism. Oh yeah, I know that episode. I know that episode you're talking about. I don't really watch Futurama, but I do know of that episode. And it definitely was a gut punch, for sure. I'm just an emotional little baby, so... I'm a little baby man baby. So I only really cry when it's something that I relate to. Like when I watched exactly, that's exactly what I'm saying. If you can't tackle serious issues correctly, you probably just shouldn't do it at all. But like when I watched The Silent Voice for the first time, it was like right after my grandmother had passed away, and spoiler alert, but the main girl's grandmother passed away in that story, so it kind of hit a little close to home. So I I cried during that, but I didn't cry at all for the rest of the movie. It's a good one. I would definitely recommend it. Just I wouldn't recommend it if you're like me and your grandmother has like just recently passed away. I'll fix her teeth later. I don't wait. Let me. Ooh, not that. No, 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 no. Oof, my battery's starting to get a little bit low, so I should probably. I'll probably wrap it up and finish Blythe, and then I'll do some off-camera mining, and maybe I'll do a part 3 and do like the line art and the coloring, the real line art and coloring. I can't really think of too many other times that I've like cried while watching a TV show or a movie. I did cry a little bit when I watched Devilman Crybaby. When like when he had to when Akira had to like fight his demon dad and his mom and stuff. That made me cry a little bit. Like the first time I watched it, I did cry a little bit. I think I did cry like when I watched Clannad too. Oh, and Grave of the Fireflies. I cry just thinking about Grave of the Fireflies. That movie is messed up. That is the only Ghibli movie I will never ever watch again. So listen. I might talk about bad things happening to children here, but I do not like watching small sweet babies die slowly from radiation poisoning or whatever. That's too much, man. That movie's just too sad for me. I guess my thing is I don't like seeing fictional children get hurt when it's in well, I don't like seeing real children get hurt. But I don't like seeing children get hurt when it's done like in a realistic way that I could see like happening to a real life person. stop doing that. I hate it when my touchscreen just doesn't want to be a touchscreen. Yeah, I gotta hurry and wrap this up anyways. My tablet is like on fire right now. Oops. Forgot to color this part in. And this part. There we go. I'll do more detailed stuff later. Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say we made quite a bit of progress. Make a nice little spooky orange color for the accent. Boom. And then I'll do the little stripe on her hat, and then we'll be done. For now. Until later. Alright, there we go, there we go. That's all I will do for today. Thank you, everybody, for coming and watching along. I've gotta go and charge this thing before it blows up in my lap. I'll see you all next time. Have a beautiful day. See ya.